This jig rides on the stationary rib fence of the original Jimmy Jig. The back support is at right angles to the support surface. Mortises and tenons can be made by the way of the rib fence with stops attached to each side, giving the length of the mortise. Tenons can be made either with a router in place or the use of the saw blade. Many combinations of clamping are available by the way of the bolt and sliding the clamps through the slots. You never have to remove the clamps from the back support board. Mortises are made by a plunge action by raising the jig and lowering it onto the bit. As you can see, the raised position here. Plunge the mortise and slide back and forth against the stop on the fence. The operator chooses the combination of the MAC clamps against the material in relation to the position required by the operator. Variable positions are an easy choice, and here is the full set. The back support board, the half fence slides on the stationary rib fence. Thank you, and Slàinte McDuff. This jig slides on the stationary rib fence of the original Jimmy Jig. The back support is attached to the half fence. There is a stop system attached to the fence. This is required when making mortises. The jig was made right angles to the support platform. Variable positions are easy attained by the way of the bolt and the slots. The operator chooses the combination in relation to the material that's being clamped. You never have to remove the MAC clamps from the support backboard. You can either use the table saw blade or a router placed inside the aperture of the Jimmy Jig to make tenons and mortises. You can slot, groove with this addition. Here is the position for the plunge mortise and the stop for the length of the mortise. Raise and plunge onto the router bit. Many combinations are available to the operator. Multiple choices. Up to a height of 12 inches can be clamped. All attained by one bolt and the grooves. Thank you for watching this video, and Slàinte from Macduff. Didn't work anyway. This jig slides on the stationary rib fence of the original Jimmy Jig. The back support is attached to the half fence. Stop systems are attached to the stationary fence. Multiple choices are available. The back support was made right angles to the sliding support platform. You never have to remove the Mac clamps from the support backboard. Multiple choices are available by the way of the bolt and the slots. Material up to 12 inches in height can be clamped. Mortises can be made with either the router in place in the aperture of the original Jimmy Jig. You can also use a saw blade to make tenons, grooves, slots, rabbets. Toggle clamps are available to hold the material in position. You make the mortise by raising the jig and lowering it onto the cutter and sliding it along to the stops on the stationary rib fence. Abrasive edges are applied to the hold down surface edges. Thank you for watching this video, and Slangeva from Macduff. Video to follow.